Hi, it's Marie. Sorry, I was having a problem with my audio, but I think you can hear me now. I don't know if anybody's in here, but let me know if you can hear me. Um, so we did a poll this week and we asked how much time you set aside for yourself each day or each morning, I believe, each morning. And we actually had a lot of people respond, which was super exciting. About 31 people said, and that was the majority by far, um, basically said uh, none. And then we had a great 9 people who said that they spent 30 minutes. And let's see, 18 people that said 30 minutes, 9 people that said 15, 3 people that said 5, and darn it, 3 overachievers who said an hour, which is just amazing. I myself am more like a half an hour. But I wanted to just talk about taking time for ourselves. So many people define that in a way that is quite interesting because it really, hi Debbie, I want to make sure you can hear me because I was having sound and audio issues. A lot of people don't think they misinterpret, sorry, focus. They misinterpret what time to themselves means. And time to yourself, really, I meant intentional time to yourself. Really focus time for yourself that you're taking because you know you need it and to set your day right. The thing about crazy busy women is that we are constantly running on this treadmill, both in life and in our brain. And we're constantly running. And I don't know about you, but in my life, it almost, if I'm really, really honest, when I was in super crazy, busy, out of balance, out of whack, Marie, I was almost afraid of silence. I was almost afraid of time, peaceful time, just to sit. I'm not sure I could have ever gotten peaceful. But just to sit in the quiet, I think scared me. Mostly because when you're quiet and still, which is hard to do for crazy busy women because our mind is rarely still and our body is rarely still. We're going. A lot of us can't sleep very well. We sleep, we crash, and then we wake up at 2 a.m. and have a to-do list and our brain starts running again. And in the day, we're worried about everybody and trying to keep all these plates up in the air. And, silence is not something that we know. And for me, it really scared me, if I'm honest, because I know that when I get quiet, answers come. When I get quiet, I can't bullshit myself. I don't know how else to say it. Sorry, I cussed. There is no faking anything in the quiet. And in my life, when I have been most stressed and most overwhelmed is almost, I would describe it as there was just too much noise. Most of it coming from here, the beating up of myself, the retreading conversations that didn't go well, the wondering if I could do something better. Goodness, I found million ways to keep my brain firing in that hamster brain way that we do. And even when I worked so hard at something, I would think about like the one little part that I didn't do perfectly or right. And so quiet was hard to come by. Quiet is also hard to come by if you have a partner, if you have kids. And then I was single for so many years, many years, and without child for so many years that I purposely kept myself busy without even knowing, so that I wouldn't have quiet. I would overschedule, overbook. I would stay at the office late. I wouldn't take time for myself. And I did all of this to just avoid the quiet. And ultimately, that came at quite a cost for me. And all those crazy busy women out there, because without quiet, peace, and mindset, mindfulness, all of the wonderful things you always read about that are good for your soul, one, you can't truly be you without tapping into yourself every once in a while. And secondly, you can't ever live intentionally. And what I mean by living intentionally is really making conscious choices about how you're living your life, how you're behaving in this world, where you're going, what you want to do, who you are. All of that is about intentional living. And intentional living cannot happen without some quiet time and mindset time for yourself. And I find that in the morning, it is absolutely critical for me to take time for myself, and to just be peaceful. And I encourage you all to think about why you're so afraid of, or why you've convinced yourself why you can't get quiet and still. I mean, there are times in my life, and I will tell you, it's usually a big signal for me if I'm a little out of whack, is when I can't sit in quiet. Hi, Donna. If I can't sit in quiet without touching my phone with my daughter or with my boyfriend or with my family, I can't sit without looking at my phone, then I know I'm avoiding something in my life, because I'm constantly trying to distract myself instead of sit there and be present and observe and be totally and completely present with the people that I love. If I can't do that because I've forgotten how to stop on that treadmill, then I know that it's time for me to take a serious look at what I'm doing or what I'm not doing, and something is out of whack. So I want to ask you guys, how many times in your life do you have a hard time staying totally present and still without touching your phone, a screen, television, Netflix? How much time do you spend in quiet? Whether it's sitting quietly with people you love, or sitting quietly with yourself, or being totally present with the people that you love over dinner, sitting on the couch, walking. Why is it that you're avoiding silence in your life? Because in silence, so much can get done. In silence, so many answers come. In silence, the truth comes at you, those little nagging truths that is your soul speaking to you. And it's time for us to be truthful to ourselves. We are really, yes, Donna, I'm so glad. Multitasking. Okay, so women, I'm so glad you brought that up. Women are awesome multitaskers, but we also use multitasking to hide what's bothering us in our lives, hide the truth of some things, whether it be an issue we have to address in a relationship or with a coworker or with our children. It's how we avoid, it's how we numb. It is an avoidance technique for us because we're so damn good at it. And so today, I don't want to talk long, and I'm sorry I'm so disjointed. I was running late, and here I am, and then my audio wasn't working. And I just want to be peaceful in a second and be present with you to talk about how important silence is, because we're masking a lot in our life. In order to stay in crazy busy and survive and still make everybody happy, and also convince yourself that you're happy too, we've got a lot of masking going on. We've got a lot of movement going on, and being still, the gig is up. Being quiet, the gig is up. Answers will come, and it will say, your life will talk to you, your soul will talk to you, God will talk to you, the universe will talk to you, however you want to say it, and will give you answers. And so I really I challenge you to spend 5 minutes in silence. And I don't care if it's meditation. I don't even care if it's gratitude practice. There's a variety of ways to do it. I want you to sit without looking at a phone, without talking to a human being, without saying a word. See if you can do 5 minutes today. And what happens? Is it scary? What emotions is it bringing up? And write it down and share with this group. Okay? Because when I can't stay in stillness and silence, I know that I'm hiding from some big ass truth in my life. And the answers come in the silence. So I want you all, when you're watching this, I want you to take 5 minutes and find, if you have to lock yourself in your bathroom, it's not while you're showering and doing something else. I want you to sit somewhere. It's fine if it's on the toilet. And be in silence for 5 minutes with nobody bothering you and see what comes up for you. And then share how uncomfortable that was. Okay? And by the way, the reason I want you to practice this is because I want you to have more silence in your life. But we're going to start with 5 minutes today or tomorrow. And I want you to share how you felt, what came up for you. Was there an answer? Was there a problem? Was it numb? Was it scary? Was it peaceful? Was it calming? Did it bring you joy? We need to start shutting down some of the noise in our life. We need to stop moving at such a rapid pace that we're masking, hiding the truth in our life. And the truth is crazy busy isn't healthy, and the payment comes someday. And I'd rather have you be in control of your life. Okay. And part of that control is being able to handle silence and answers that come your way. So sorry I was so disjointed. Sorry I was late. That is my little nugget of truth for today, is that the answers come in the silence, and that when we cannot be silent, it is a big ass message from the universe that something is wrong. And we are queen copers as crazy busy women, and we cope. We rationalize, and we go. Because if we slow down and we stop, we're damn afraid of what we're going to feel in here. And so let's do it. Let's rip that bandage. Let's get quiet for 5 minutes and see what comes up. Okay. Love you guys. Thank you for joining. Donna, you're right. Even new moms would love to take 5 minutes. Old moms, moms with teenagers, moms with 10-year-olds, that's me. People without children. I think sometimes for me, being single and taking time for myself was hardest. It was the hardest thing for me to do, because I was so selfless in my life when I was single, which sounds crazy, but I gave to everybody else because that's how I stayed single for so long, I think. Is I didn't ever focus on me or get my needs met. So I want 5 minutes of silence from all of you. I want you to share vulnerably what came up for you, why you think you're avoiding silence. If you still haven't done it, you can share that too, that you couldn't do it and you want to know why. But mostly I just want you to try it, okay, and see what comes up. Thank you. Bye. Love you guys.